Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. I'm a horrible, sick beast. Anyways, what is up, folks? Melvin here, back again with another video for you guys. And I wanted to talk about how I don't like how predictable the internet is. The internet's a very predictable place now. And I don't mean entirely. I'm referring to YouTube more than any other place. But it just seems that, like, whenever something... Okay, so for me, I like technology and I like video games. And so that means, or I like movies too. So I like those three things. And, I watch videos on those three things. And it seems like whenever something comes out, people are going to make videos on it. And it bothers me a little bit because it's just like... I mean, like, I get it. When things come out, when things are trending, that means people are more likely to talk about it. But I don't know. I always see YouTube as more of a creative place, a creative spot to make things, come up with any idea, in the whole wide world. Think of it right now. Come on, you and me. Think of an idea right now in your head. Purple polar bears, right there. Make a video on that. But people make videos on what's trending, so they're gonna make trending they're gonna talk about video games, they're gonna talk about what's happening in the movies and what's happening there. And again, that's obvious. That's obvious that people are gonna talk about that. But then at the same time, we all get mad when certain things become popular. People get mad when Jake Paul gets popular. People get mad when Trump gets popular. That's just an example. People get mad when fidget spinners get popular. It's like, well, no shit, those things are going to be popular because everyone on YouTube talks about it. So yeah, it's going to get popular because people talk about it. And when people do it in creative, I'm not saying that the problem is people don't do it in creative ways, because there's a lot of people who do. There's a lot of content creators that each time they make a video, it's just amazing. I think my problem is we're not thinking outside the box like we used to, on YouTube. On YouTube, people used to think outside the box because there was, people didn't rely on what was trending. No one relied. Back then on YouTube, no one relied on what was trending. Maybe the only things people relied on back then when it was trending were like reply girls and like covers of songs. But those were obvious. Those were obviously had no work put into them, But, now we just rely on what's popular to be talked about. And it's just boring. To me, it's just boring when people just talk about the same game over and over again, for the longest time. Some games I don't care when people talk. Like, I don't care when people talk about Undertale, because I like Undertale a lot. But, Five Nights at Freddy's, I mean, how many YouTube videos out there need to be about Five Nights at Freddy's? How many videos out there need to be about Minecraft? Talk about different things, do it different things. And I'm not saying that if you do those videos, you're just a horrible human being or things like that. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that. You can do whatever videos you want. You can do whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy will make me happy. But I don't know. Please, I don't know. Try to think outside the box a little bit. Try to talk about a game that maybe isn't getting as much attention, or talk about an older game. Talk about an older game that things that people haven't said about that older game, or anything like that. There's a lot of topics out there that people haven't touched on in any subject matter. There's something out there, and you could be the lucky person. You right there in the camera. You can be the lucky person to find it, to find that lucky thing. Or you can just buy Hellblade day one and then review it like everyone else, And I think the part of the reason why it bothers me so much personally is because I don't follow trending things that much. I barely go to the movies. I barely buy brand new games. I barely watch TV, I barely watch the new Netflix shows. Whenever there's a Netflix show that's super trending, I almost never watch it. I never watched any of the Marvel shows. I haven't seen that show that was based on a dude in Wisconsin. Forgot what that's called. Something about like he was framed for something. I don't know. I haven't seen that Netflix documentary. There's so many things I haven't seen. But everyone talks about it. That's all everyone talks about on YouTube. And they only talk about those popular. Oh my gosh, like the Emoji Movie. How many YouTubers can you think of talks about the Emoji Movie non-stop? Like they want to marry it. Like Jesus. Like I get it. I made a movie. I made a video about the Emoji Movie. I did too. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I like to see something a little bit more. I would like to see something that isn't talked about because it's trending and just only because it's interesting. I would like to see more of that. and I don't know how. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know what the solution is. I really don't know. It's just a criticism I have of what's trending, you know. And again, like, I watch most of the videos out there of my favorite YouTubers that talk about the Emoji Movie. You know, if it's a favorite YouTuber of mine and they're talking about it, I enjoy it. I do. But again, at the same time, I feel like we could be talking about other things. We could be, you know, kind of. And maybe it's the environment of YouTube itself. You know, YouTube isn't really gonna, you know, promote you unless you're talking about what's trendy, you know, in everyday life. So maybe it's YouTube. Maybe it's the environment we're in. Maybe it's because we're not in this other type of environment. Maybe it's because we're on social media all the time. Because I consider YouTube a social media, Facebook's a social, like, all they talk about on those social medias are what's trending. You know, who cares if it's good or bad? Who cares if the topic is so boring and no one cares about it, like fidget spinners? As long as it's trending, it's trending. That's all people care about. I guess this is just a rant. It's just a rant of what I've seen. And again, I don't know what's gonna break the cycle because I know why the cycle's there. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Gosh, I remember when Yuri on Ice was all everyone could talk about. And I haven't seen Yuri of Ice. I haven't seen that show because I don't care really. I saw the first episode and everyone said, "Oh my gosh, like, the animation's amazing." And I saw the first episode and I was like, the ice skating's not really that amazing. It doesn't really look that good. I've seen other sports animes where the animation is so much better. So I don't know. People talked about it, and yeah, I guess it just got me. Like, I just didn't care. So, like, for a full week, all my favorite anime YouTubers, I just had to wait until they stopped talking about it. So, I guess just because it inconvenienced me, I felt the need to complain about it, but I don't feel like that's a problem. I don't feel like that's a negative, you know. That's how life works. So, yeah, I'm going to cut this one a little bit short, but I feel like I got the point through. I think I got my point clear enough. I'm very tired. I'm very tired. Can you tell? I'm very tired. The main reason why I'm so tired is because I'm very sick. I don't know why I'm so sick. I don't know why I've been sick for so long, but I feel like shit. And I'm going to Chicago tomorrow, but I'm not missing out on Chicago. You can't make me miss out on Chicago. So I'm probably not going to make any videos until after Chicago. So if you're watching this, I'm still in Chicago. So yeah, I'll let you know when I'm back. I'll let you guys know. Don't worry.